Jenn McGuire, Global Member Services Manager at CEDIA. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, Jenn, we know in the past, CEDIA has had its own booth on the show floor of the CEDIA Expo that was pretty prominent and easy for people to find. This year, the platform has moved to virtual, so we have coming up the CEDIA Expo Virtual Experience. And we wanted to know there will still be a CEDIA Expo virtual booth. So what can you tell us about what attendees can expect to see there?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we think most people, I know that we're all going to miss, is that community face-to-face experience which you get at the show, and we hope to replicate that, but in a virtual platform. So our members and our community will be able to obviously meet with myself, Amanda and Jessica, who are part of the membership team, but then a wider staff as well. So whether you want to connect with us about some of the resources, TCD, groups, Member of Excellence, community, or whether you're thinking about joining CEDIA, or whether you just want to kind of chat and find out what's been going on in our worlds, we cannot wait to connect with people. The great thing about it being virtual is we're able to connect now with more people than ever before. So those who have previously never been able to experience Expo are going to be able to experience it this year. So whether you're based in Aberdeen, Sydney, or even in Indianapolis, we can't wait to connect with everyone in one place.
Sure, that's definitely an exciting aspect of this year's show. I know we had on a podcast with David Meyer, who I believe is down in Australia, and he's going to be leading a bunch of sessions from down there. So it's really interesting the way that things work out like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're super excited. The feedback we've got just from our Australian members and our Indian members already is phenomenal. So now registration is open. We can't wait to see familiar faces, but also new faces as well, and really start connecting with people and try to find a little bit more normality, which we're so excited for that.
Sure. So you had mentioned the TCD, and we want to tell people a little bit more about that in talking about, what kind of services for members that they can really make use of, including TCD, and what exactly that is during the Expo virtual experience.
Sure. So we've actually got some great TED Talks that are going to be on the stand, which is similar to kind of what we would be doing if we were at a face-to-face event. So we've got some great volunteers who are doing some talks for us, and then we also have some staff. So keeping you up to date on things like our CEDIA certifications and also workforce and kind of some of the things we're doing in the background to raise the profile, but also the caliber of our industry. So they will be Tuesday through Thursday. And then we also have the opportunity for members to connect with us about obviously those resources. So TCD, for example, the CEDIA Designer is a great member benefit, but also a great tool for the industry. And actually, if you sign up with us on the booth, we'll actually be giving away a month's free use at the cinema room level. So we'll be there to kind of answer any questions, troubleshoot anything that you're having, and really just allow people to better understand some of the programs that we offer, and TCD being one of them, because as you can probably tell, I'm super excited. I love that benefit. I think it's awesome. So TCD and amongst other things.
Yeah, I imagine there's been a pretty great response to that program since you guys rolled it out.
Yeah, absolutely. We have both non-members and members using it, which is great. And there are 4 different levels of the tool that you can access. But whether you're looking at designing a media room or a cinema room, it's a really good tool to have. It's going to save you time, but also money as well. So.
Obviously, CEDIA is heavily involved in the education that's offered at the CEDIA Expo every year. For the CEDIA Expo virtual experience, coming from the CEDIA booth there, can you tell us a little bit more about some of those trainings that are going to be offered in other sessions?
Yeah, absolutely. So the education team are working so hard to create a great curriculum, which will be running throughout Tuesday and the morning of Wednesday. If there are some courses that you can't attend, people shouldn't worry about that, because the content's going to be available on the Expo site up until the end of the year.
And Jenn, I know obviously this is always an exciting time for the association. In terms of this year being a bit different than past years, what are you and CEDIA on the whole most excited about to share with attendees at this year's Expo virtual platform?
So whilst it's been a very peculiar year for everyone, the CEDIA team have been working super hard. So we have you may have seen some great updates with our CEDIA certifications. So with our TED Talks, we're using those opportunities to really let our community know all the hard work and what we're up to. And the CEDIA certification piece is one of those things. We'll also be taking a bit of a deeper dive into workforce development, though that's a pain point for, I think, all of our members around the globe, finding and hiring and keeping talented staff. So Ian Bryant from the CEDIA staff will be talking about what we're doing within the workforce and how we're trying to elevate the industry and educate the industry. So I'm super excited for people to learn more about that and really just be able to connect with our members and let them know what's keeping us busy and how we're supporting them. So.
Yeah, definitely. It should be a fascinating few days. I think throughout this year, people have gotten more comfortable with virtual events, working online, fitting things into their schedules. So I imagine you're hearing the same kind of things from CEDIA members and non-members.
Absolutely, and we had our lighting conference a couple of months ago, earlier in the month, and that was really well attended and really well received by the community. So we're hoping that CEDIA Expo will replicate that and beyond, and it will definitely be a unique and different year, but I think it will be one that we won't forget, but for all the good reasons. So.
Great. Well, we're looking forward to it. And Jen, we really appreciate your time this morning helping us out with this.
No, thank you so much for asking me. And if anyone has any questions, reach out to the member email, member@cedia.org. And like I said, my name's Jen and I'm always happy to help. So thanks for having me.